Hey, how's it going? Sleeman Ali here from We Know Gamers. I'm here with Greg from Codemasters. I'm here to talk about Formula 1 2013. So Greg, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I came here to see the game. I think one of the biggest things we're obviously going to talk about is the classic, the history of the game. So how did this come about? Why do it now and not in the other Formula 1 games?
Well, it's something we've wanted to do for a few years now, but it's something that's going to take longer than just our typical 9-month development cycle. We didn't want to be in a situation where we pour out a load of classic cars, 5 classic cars, and then stick them on a time trial event. We wanted to do it justice. We wanted to put drivers out on there, new tracks. We wanted to hit all the aspects of the 80s and the 90s. So it took a while to get there through licensing and that, but I think we're finally there.
So apart from the classic mode, what other kind of new features can fans of the series look forward to?
Excluding outside of classics. Yeah, well, we've got the scenario mode now, which is like 25 different scenarios across 5 categories. It's more story based. Everything's tailored to what the situation is out on track. Some of them based on real life, some of them are just like what we'd like to see in the sport. Other than that, it's a big visual uplift this year. I think you can see the car now. Yeah. They're much more crisper looking on the textures of them. We've got an improved lighting system as well, so tracks like Abu Dhabi now just look fantastic with the transition. The AI as well, we've focused heavily on AI. More aggressive, prone to mistakes, but they're still very clever. Yeah, and we've got mid-session save as well, so if you want to do longer races, you can save in the middle of a session, come back out and return to it another time. And then we've got loads of little tweaks as well for like accessibility, so there's another difficulty level to try and bridge that gap between expert and professional, where the hardest difficulty seems to take a big leap. We've got regenerating flashbacks as well to try and make that easier. We've revamped the YDT. And of course all the handling is changed as well with the new tyres. It seems more personality based on how the cars behave. The Mercedes is very aggressive, but that also means it burns through tyres quite quickly.
Okay, so then you're talking about making the textures crisper and everything. So the engine you use is called Ego. Was there a lot of refinements to that to be able to do this? Obviously, because now we're reaching the end of what was quite a long console span. So would you think you've finally been able to pull out all the power you needed from that console?
Yeah, I think we've hit a point now. I mean, I was surprised myself. I don't work on the graphics, I'm a designer, but being able to get the textures crisp as they are now, and the lighting, and we also had some other team members come on board for a period where they used a better particle system to make the cloud and the kick-up much thicker and denser. So all these little elements playing together. From a design point of view, to get the best out of the look of the console, I think it's like an authenticity you have to attack. There's, for the throwback for the classic stuff, each car has their own tyres they used back then. So some of the 90s cars you'll see with the dry tread, they'll have that on there. The stick shift, you'll see the driver move his stick shift around. The drivers are more animated as well when they're in the car. If they get an aggressive overtake on them, they'll throw up the hand and they'll go, you. And the pit stops as well. There's all these little things. We throw back to an older back when there was less health and safety there. The pit team don't wear helmets, they don't wear fireproof overalls, they're more spit and sawdust, ready to go at it. Yeah, it's just about getting the authenticity to make it look the best it can.
So have you guys been able to mess around with some of the new stuff, try out some new ideas that maybe you wouldn't possibly been able to do on the current tech?
Looking at next year's stuff, we're looking at certain things. Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas about what we want to do, but we can't really talk about it yet.
But I mean, in general, has it allowed you to explore certain ideas that maybe you put in your back pocket?
Oh yeah, I guess with the tyres as well, we can simulate them more accurate. The driver personality is all simulated in the background as well, so sort of the events that occur out on track feel more genuine when it happens to drivers you'd expect it to. These sort of things feel like the first step towards something that feels authentic.
Well, I mean, Greg, the game's looking great. I had a chance to play it, and I'm finding scenario mode really hard, but maybe that's just me. No one else. Thanks a lot very much for speaking to us. Yeah, that was F1 2013. So when's the game coming out?
Europe and Asia is the 4th of October. America, we're aiming for the 10th of October, but it's not confirmed yet.
Okay, so make sure to go check out the game when it comes out this October. Now, I know you're gameplay designer on the game. So chances I can't beat you in the game. But what about real life F1 racing? Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah, hopefully. You paying?
I'll pay as long as you let me win.
yeah, good. Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot to Greg for speaking with us. F1 2013. Make sure to subscribe to the Uno Gamers TV channel and make sure to see the game when it comes out. See you later.